Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to beat the Shadow-Tree Avatar in Elden Ring Shadow, the Erdtree. So, the Blasphemous Blade is going to be our best friend in this fight, because you can see the damage numbers it's doing. It's really powerful against this boss. Even if you don't even have FP, it's still hitting extremely hard. Now the biggest challenge with this boss is avoiding the blood loss, because it's going to do that impenetrable thorns attack that's going to hit extremely hard and give you blood loss. So it can take you out if you're not paying full attention to your health bar, so always be conscious of that. And that's where the Blasphemous Blade steps in, because it's going to give you that heal on attacks, so that can help keep us alive during this fight. Now, the Taker's Flames is pretty heavy on the usage of FP, so just be mindful of that. I brought 3 FP potions, and I found that this boss overall wasn't that challenging if you use this weapon. I was able to do this in my first attempt, but my faith is only 36. Now, for this first phase, you do have to go and do a critical hit on it to be able to take it out, and then once we get into the second phase and third phase, it gets a little bit more challenging as it brings in more attacks. So it's going to pop back up here. This is a pretty interesting boss fight in general, though. I really enjoyed this one. I'm excited to do this again in the DLC because it's a challenging fight in general, but the Blasphemous Blade makes this so much easier because we can just deal a ton of damage to it. So the Blasphemous Blade works well against a few different boss fights, most notably Meteor, Mother of Fingers, and the Romina, Saint of the Bud boss fight. So once you get away from this boss, you really want to get up close in its face, as that's going to be the easiest place to dodge out of its attacks. And it's nice that it's confrontational with its head there, so you can get some hits off on it. Those are going to be the best. You have to time them a little bit differently, though, because the Taker's Flame is a little bit challenging to get it to hit, so sometimes it's best to go actually for the body of it. But the Taker's Flame has a pretty good hit chance there, and you can see with me and the Mimic both tanking it out there, it does a good amount of damage. You can just do a quick attack like that. It seems to be really weak to fire damage, so take from that what you will. The third phase, however, does add in some more attacks that are a bit quicker, and it does this one right at the start there, so I just dodge rolled away and it seemed to be pretty fine, and then it's weak and you can get a few hits in after that. So that's one that you could get a little bit closer with and use something like the backhand blade to dodge. It's not a bad weapon to swap to. But yeah, I was around level 180, I believe, at this time, and my Shadow-Tree fragments weren't that high. I can't remember exactly where I was at, but it's going to do that attack at close range where it brings the thorns through too. But your Mimic should survive most of this fight because the Blasphemous Blade will give them healing too. And you can also equip the Rotten Dumplings, because it's going to cause your Mimic to use them without taking it out of your inventory, and it'll heal itself because it can't be poisoned by that item. So yeah, typically the rest of this fight is just getting in close to be able to hit the head with this Taker's Flame attack, and then you'll take down the Shadow-Tree Avatar in Elden Ring Shadow, the Erdtree. If you found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below, and I'll see you in the next one.